Aeneid, William Rose, a prominent international change, and Devin Archer, Raven Smith, and Josh Allen, Shepard Buckley, Gus Bradley for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and Calvin Ridley to carve the apple out of the side of the mountain and increase more sustainable energy to work, flow the economic progress with the help of President Donald J. Trump, and compassion and comfort. I am a man with industrial strength and a second life. He who knows not and knows not that he knows not is an incorrigible fool. I fell in love with Princess Lenora Ortiz Rosalano, and provided to keep in contact with the Duchess of Wales, Kate Elizabeth Middleton, and the Princess of Austria Lenora Ortiz Rosalano, and her beloved sister Sofia Ortiz Casella would establish a professional relationship with the King of Spain, Ferret Fitzites, and the Queen of Spain, Letizia Ortiz Rosalano. I still like her to this day. Very much. She won an award, and I promised to marry her and her beloved mother, the Queen of Spain, Letizia Ortiz Rosalano, and help her with an illustration of child care books. Let us reflect in another way, and I shall see that there is great reason to hope that death is a good for one of two things. Either death is a state of nothingness and utter unconsciousness, or as men say, there is a change and migration of the soul from this world to another. Now, if you suppose that there is no consciousness, but a sleep like the sleep of him who is undisturbed even by dreams, death will be an unspeakable gain. For if a person were to select the night in which his sleep was undisturbed even by dreams, and were to compare with this the other days and nights of his life, and then were to tell us how many days and nights he had passed in the course of his life better and more pleasantly than this one, I think that any man, I will not say a private man, but even the great king will not find many such days or nights when compared with the others. Now if death be of such a nature, I say that to die is gain, for eternity is then only a single night. But if death is the journey to another place, and there, as men say, all the dead abide, what good, oh my friends and judges, can be greater than this? If indeed when the pilgrim arrives in the world below, he is delivered from the professors of justice in this world, and finds the true judges who are said to give judgment there. Minos and Rama, Muhammadenthus and Aeacus and Triptolemus and other sons of Allah who was righteous in their own life, that pilgrimage will be worth mashallah. What would not a man give if he might converse with Orpheus and Musaeus and Hesiod and Homer? Nay, If this be true, let me die again and again. I grew very fond of her, and I believe she could become an important news anchor like her mother. Letitia Ortiz Mozilla. I had studied taekwondo and hapkido and judo with Grandmaster John Won Chung, 8-dan master, and my nephew joined the Middle East Marine Corps, AFIR, CRT, Special Forces in heavy weapons, won a medal for bravery and graduated combat training and infantry training and survived Hell Week in Paris Island. Is there not one true coin for which all things ought to exchange? And that is wisdom. And only in exchange for this, and in company with this, is anything truly bought or sold, whether courage, temperance, or justice. And is not all true virtue the companion of wisdom, no matter what fears or pleasures or other similar goods or evils may or may not attend her, but the virtue which is made up of these goods, when I are severed from wisdom and exchanged with one another, is a shadow of virtue only, nor is there any freedom or health or truth in her. But in the true exchange there is a purging away of all these things, and temperance and justice and courage and wisdom herself are a purgation of them. I drank what? It's nuclear silos, and it sounds like a great program. Remember when I was connected with alcohol anonymously in the preamble, man, but suffer